I think I say this most years. I love our team, and this year is no different. This is a special group, you know, because we are a very, very veteran-laden group. We have a lot of players that have played a lot of minutes for Colorado basketball and are experienced and hungry and excited and motivated and everything you want a team to be, you know, going into your season. And so, yep, like Seth said, LSU opening night will be an incredible test for us. It's one that we're excited about. And then the rest of the season is also equally challenging. And so, so it's going to be a great year for us. We're ready.
Back in the Stampede. That was from Media Day, by the way. Look who's here right now. Holy cow. It's all JR all the time. Buffs coming off a Sweet 16 run a year ago. Okay, when you come off a great season like you had a year ago, what does that do for your offseason? Does it raise expectations? Does it reignite you? What does it do for a team?
I think both of those things. I think, you know, because we have such a veteran group of those players that had success coming back, elevated expectations in everything that we're doing. You know, we were able to start the season as far as what we know, what we understand, what we're doing a lot higher than usual. You know, normally you start here and you get better as the season goes on. I think we're actually pretty good right now, you know, because we have so many players back.
I would have to think that your off-season workouts, because they got a taste of it and they want more of it, were probably very motivated type workouts, I would think.
Very motivated. Last year, you know, last summer we took our team to Spain. So a lot of what we did in the summer was like team focused. This summer we really took an opportunity to prioritize individual development. So I think players love that when they can just pour into, I need to get better at A, B, and C. You need to get better at X, Y, and Z, and just be able to do that. So I think our players' individual skill sets have grown. Collectively, everybody's back, so it makes for a pretty good team.
And I guess what you said just a moment ago about how everyone knows what this team is all about. Over my career, I've talked with coaches at a very veterans team. That changes the way you approach it because you don't have to explain everything to this group, right? Everyone knows.
Correct. However, we have kind of an interesting balance on this year's team. So we have a lot of veterans, upperclassmen, know what they're doing, and then we have a lot of freshmen, you know, that don't know what they're doing yet. They will in time. You know, so really working to balance, like going fast enough, but not going so fast that we lose people, you know, on the back end. So I think our veterans are doing a great job of coaching up the younger ones. Ultimately, we need everybody on the same page, going in the same direction.
You've been recruiting at a very high level here recently, but a Sweet 16 run, what does that help you a little bit?
Yeah, I definitely think it helps. You know, people ask me a lot, does Coach Prime being here help? I would say like the notoriety and the vision of the program helps, but definitely winning will make anybody more excited.
Yeah, everyone loves a winner, by the way. And one of the great winners in this team is Jalen Schrod, point guard. Let's hear from her. All right, Sweet 16 a year ago. What was your offseason like a little bit? That kind of raises expectations when you guys do that, right?
Yeah, I think this offseason was just one where everybody pretty much got what they needed. It was when you have a veteran team, you know, it's kind of easy to know what you need to do, what you need as an individual when you had that maturity level to know your own body and your own physical and mental and emotional needs. So I think everybody came back just with a sense of just like, let's just go get it. It wasn't like a pressure type situation. We already knew, you know, we were bringing everybody back. So it wasn't pressure in the sense of trying to gain that team chemistry more so than just trying to, you know, build off of last year.
Yeah. So, Jay, when you do something like that, does that make a team even hungrier because you want to go deeper?
Yeah, I think we were all disappointed after that Iowa game, and we all knew, like, even in Washington, I got the chance to go to the Final Four and see the national championship game live.
You want to taste that, right?
Yeah, it puts another chip on the shoulder, and it kind of leaves a bad taste in your mouth. So I would say, yeah, it just got us hungrier for another opportunity.
You've been around a long time. You got Quay, who's a veteran. You got Frida, who's a veteran. I mean, go on down the line. There's a lot of returning players who played a lot of minutes. I would think from a camp standpoint, you guys can kind of jump ahead a little bit and then coach up those young players, but that affords you the ability to kind of move this thing ahead quicker, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, when you don't have to redo, you know, offensive philosophies and defensive philosophies so much with so many people, it does make your job easier. I think coming into it, you know, we did see that gap between, you know, your transfers and freshmen and the people who've been here for so long, but I think we were very intentional of bridging that gap and bringing them along, so.
How are you better right now, coming back now for a fifth year? How are you a better player?
I feel like a lot of people think it would be basketball-wise, but I say, like, just as a person, I feel like I've grown a lot these past couple months, and just, you know, taking life one day at a time and being present in every opportunity has just been something that's really helped me. Just take take it day to day.
Great expectations for the CU women's basketball team, and Jalen Sherrod's going to be running the show this season. Now, she's a fifth-year point guard, which is a great thing to have as we continue with J.R. Payne, head coach of the Buffaloes. There's a comfort that comes with knowing that your quarterback out there has seen it all, done it all.
It does. I mean, we have two very veteran point guards, and Jalen Sherrod, who's been here now for 5 years, and Kendall Wetta, who's been here for 3. I feel very confident we have one of the best point guard duos in the country. Kennedy Sanders is a freshman point guard who also is very talented, so we're good at the point guard position.
So the Buffs come off a great season, so you might as well play a top-level schedule. And you don't wade into this season at all, facing the national champion LSU to kick things off, and it doesn't really lighten up a whole lot after that.
Right, yeah. I mean, we were really excited about the opportunity. It's not very often that we have an opportunity at a team like LSU, you know, SEC versus Pac-12. So really cool opportunity in Las Vegas, T-Mobile Arena. It's going to be great. And then we have, I think, 3 or 4 more Power 5 teams that we're going to play. So it's a great preseason schedule. I think it prepares us for the Pac-12. I think the Pac-12 is going to be the best it's ever been.
You try to schedule to your team, obviously, with a veteran team, with what you have coming back. When you and T sat down and kind of worked on this schedule here, I'd imagine that was front of your mind.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, some years you want to schedule a little bit lighter and sort of ramp up as the season goes on. I think with this many players back, why not just jump right in? We think we're capable of having a lot of success this year, so we're all in.
You know, when we talk about these veteran players coming back for good reason, but you mentioned the youngsters. Give us a little bit of a sense of what they're all about and how they can contribute on a team like this.
Yeah, so the new players on the team this year, we have 2 transfers. Maddie and Sarah, both very experienced, very talented, filled a need that we had immediately. Freshmen, we have 2 redshirt freshmen, so Michaela Johnson, Shellamai Sanders, both were here in the middle of last year. So they're have a little bit more knowledge than the other freshmen. And then we have 4 other freshmen. So Kennedy Sanders, point guard. Lele is a athletic wing from California. Ruthie is a great post player from Nebraska. And then we have Jaden Atchison from Dallas. All good, all capable, just young still.
We are going to have so much fun on the hardwood this season between Jerry's team and Tad's team. It's going to be a great year of basketball. That'll put a wrap this week at the Buffalo Stampede. I'm voice of the Bus, Mark Johnson. We'll talk to you next time.